Elaine, that leads to a question. Again, I want to focus on policy, the policy rationale for the Republican Party. If I were a Democrat, I would listen to all that and I'd say, well, that's good enough as far as it goes, but the real answer to the question is the Republican economic message has been fundamentally discredited. We had a collapse of the economy under a Republican administration in 2008, and we've recovered from that very substantially by massive governmental interventions in the economy. First, the TARP program under President Bush, then an $800 billion stimulus program under President Obama, the Fed with quantitative easing these last few years. Doesn't this all prove that, and now the economy is growing again, we're actually adding jobs, stock market's rising. Doesn't this fundamentally discredit the Republican economic model? And the answer is not a different Republican model. The answer is vote for the Democrats.
I don't think so at all.
Oh, good.
I disagree with I disagree with your initial observations. Number one, I don't think the Republican model, this economic model, is that is discredited. It's being questioned. Yes, there's no question about that. I would also dispute that the economy is coming back. The unemployment rate is 7.6%. About 180,000 jobs, net jobs, have been created in the last month. It is well below the 225 to 250,000 net new jobs that need to be created every month just to keep even with population growth. The unemployment rate also at 7.6, as high as it is, also masks the fact that the labor participation rate is actually quite low. From the years 2001 to 2008, the labor participation rate was about 67.7%. Now, with a higher unemployment rate, the labor participation rate is actually about 63.4, 63.7. So we have a lot of discouraged American workers who have exited the workforce, who cannot find jobs. So the real question is, given the sharp decline in the economy in 2008, given all the fiscal stimulus, why has the economy not bounced back more quickly? Because in all past recessions, when there's been a deep drop in the economy, the bounce back has been sharp and quick, and we're not seeing that. GDP growth in the last quarter was still very, very poor. So the question is, what is holding back the full recovery of the natural dynamism of this recovering, economy that should be recovering? And you can have a lot of discussions about that. From my point of view, it is a tremendous amount of taxation that is present and in the future, which is casting a pall over employers who are concerned about the Affordable Health Care Act, Dodd-Frank, that's imposing tremendous restrictions on banks and freezing liquidity, and also the huge avalanche of regulations that is emanating from every single federal agency in this administration. So too much taxation, too much regulations, in fact, are showing directly their results on an economy that's not bouncing back as quickly as it should.